Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So here we are on highway in the new tank destroyer, the TS-5. Um, this is the first match I had in it, and of course I always show you the first match. And you'll see a couple people got kind of interested in what the hell it was because they were getting in my way at first, trying to look at it, which, I mean, it's to be expected. Everybody sees a new tank, they want to look at it and see, like, what the hell is that thing? So, anyways, with this, I'm going to first turn my volume down because I can hear it's going to be loud as hell. So, yep, I had that cranked way up there. I'm glad I caught that before we got her going. Sorry about that, guys. And get back into it. So anyways, with this tank destroyer, what you want to do is really get into the fight. You don't want to set back because you've got the armor and it is slow, but with the armor, you want to be up there to help your team, take the hits for them, and you want to have teammates around you too to hopefully help if you start getting circle strafe. This WZ-131 kind of was looking at me, and then he stops and he gets in my way because he was trying to check out. He's like, oh, what the hell is that thing? And then he's like backing right in my way. I'm like, come on, get out of my way, damn it. But he was just checking it out. Yeah, I can't blame him. But anyways, yeah, I went ahead and just bought it outright because I don't have time to do the missions. And basically, like I said, I'm going to go right into the city and push as hard as I can. Thought I was going to get a shot at the T-50-2, but also it tested how fast it traverses to the left and right, which obviously you can see it does not traverse too very fast. Top speed going down the hill, we're hitting 26, 27. That's down a hill. Now when we hit this hill going up it, I think it's got like a 550 horsepower engine or a 750. It's not the fastest in the world. Obviously you can see we're down to 12, 13. So we're back to the old T95 speed that the old T95 and T28 prototype had before they got that big buff, and they would actually outrun this easily now. But still, we're going up a pretty decent hill, doing 16, 17. So it's not, I mean, extremely bad, but it is slow. You're not going to be the first to a fight. And the thing is when you pick a spot, you want to get there and you want to try and pick the side where you know everybody's going to go, because otherwise you're going to end up doing zero damage. When I get up here into the city, basically what I do is I push and I push hard because I've got the armor. And I've got the gun with a fast reload, and I'm also top tier, so I wanted to get in here and try doing as much damage to the enemy team as I could and just not pussyfoot around. And I don't pussyfoot around when I play tanks anyways, especially when I'm top tier. I want to use what I have so my team can come out with a win versus a loss. The only one I was kind of even worried about was the Oni, because he's got a derp gun and he's going to do damage to this no matter what. But we come around the corner, and I thought it was a KV-85. This IS just kept getting in our way. But that T-92 wants to try and sit there and take this thing on head on. He's making a really bad mistake. So the 45 TP sitting there, and his idiot in the IS is going to pull out in front of me. But I went ahead and shot, and we took out the 45 TP, and he does the same thing around the corner with this KV-85. He waits till I go around him, like he's gonna let me take the hit, and then he's gonna try stealing the kill. I don't play that game, but he wants to, and you'll see in a minute here he tries coming around, and it just, people annoy me when they do that. But the KV-85 takes a shot at us, and standard rounds have plenty of penetration, especially when you're top tier. Even bottom tier, this thing has got 248 pen, I think it is. Yeah, 248 penetration, so you definitely have the penetration. And then again, this IS right in the way, driving so you can't get shots and stuff in the rear and stuff. It's like, come on, So now basically my option is to head towards their cap, and I saw what was going on over here. I figured the best bet that I could make right now is to head back towards our cap, help take out the KV-4, and then just head back towards our cap so that we didn't get capped out. I saw the Comet get knocked out, then the SU-152 is going to be there by himself, so I figured, okay, I'm going to help the defender take out the KV-4, and then just head back to our cap and try, be in there in case they start capping us out. We can just go ahead and reset the cap. And you can see me clicking on our cap saying, come on guys, let's get back. and pretty much our whole team ignores it except for the two fast movers and myself. And I got lucky because I wanted to stay on the high side of the road, um, not so that I could get hit, but just in case they started capping, I could get some decent shots off at them at our cap because I've got a good view range on this. So I come around the corner and somebody lights up the Scorpion here in a minute, and we're able just to put a couple rounds in his side. And the reload on this is like 7 seconds, 7.2 seconds. So 7 seconds, very fast reload. I see him up there, and I thought, okay, I got time to go ahead and stop, help get rid of this Scorpion G. Now, this doesn't have really good gun depression, pretty much at all. -5. It's good enough. But the Scorpion just kind of sits there, and we're not going to, not take advantage of knocking the snot out of him if he wants to just sit there and let us shoot him. So we'll take up his offer. I ended up taking a shot right as he got killed, and I saw the IKV 90B, and we finished him off. And the STRV 74 comes around trying to get our links. Wait for him to come out, and popped him. So end of game. Basically a short, sweet, and hard push, and we ended up doing the most damage and getting 6 kills. And you can see basically no one really knows where to even shoot this thing yet. I would say more than likely probably the commander's hatch, but all you got to do is wiggle back and forth, and it's not going to penetrate it too well. So you're looking at possibly the lower plate, which that lower plate doesn't look too, well, it's really hard to tell. It looks like that plate is kind of flat and then it goes down. I don't know. That might look like, that looks to me like that's going to be your Achilles heel, the weak spot right there is that lower plate, which that's pretty much any tank that you have. If you can hide that, probably is not going to be an issue. But anyways, yeah, if you want to hold on for a minute, I'll have some post-game stats, and so I'll be right back. All right, first match with the TS-5 tank destroyer. I'm telling you, what's not to like? I always show you guys the first match. As you can see, match number 1, 100% win rate, and this thing is a flipping beast. I got my reload down to right about 7 seconds, and it hits hard for a 400 average damage per hit with a 7-second reload. Aim time is phenomenal at 1.65. Dispersion 0.4, so it's not the best dispersion, but not bad either. I mean, your average damage is phenomenal at 34.21 a minute. You got phenomenal armor, 260 in the front, 100 on the sides, 51 in the rear, 1,500 hit points, so you get a lot of hit points for a tank destroyer because you usually don't get that. I'm going to have my son go into a practice room with me and shoot these side screens and see if they actually do help against HE shells like they're supposed to. It is slow. I went right to the city to get right where I needed to be to get into the mix with the fight, because if I would have stayed back at the cap, more than likely I would have probably done very little, if any, damage. I got my concealment up to 23.61, but I went with camouflage on all of them, except for the first one. I went with situational awareness to help the view range. Probably should have went with repairs, because you get tracked in one of these. That's how you really get decimated, is if somebody tracks you and they perma-track you. And they just keep circling you and tracking you, so you got to be careful about that. But I got my view range up to 488, signal range 777. This thing it's just awesome. It's aerodynamic by the looks of it, but that doesn't help anything with the speed. Lower plate is going to be, looks like it's going to be pretty hard to even hit. It's just really sloped, so it'll be interesting. I'll have my son do some practice shots at it and see where to shoot at it to kill it, and then I'll make another video when I'm done. I was top tier in this, so I want to make one where I'm bottom tier against tier 10s to give it a good workout, and so you guys can see what it's like at top tier and at bottom tier. Just I got lucky and was top tier in the first match. So we hit the KV4 twice for 516, finished him off, and knocked out his drivers. Scorpion G, we hit him 2 times for 795, and we knocked out his engine track and destroyed his track. T92, we hit him once for 428. Excuse me, knocked out his engine, bounced 2 of his rounds. Oh, and the Scorpion G, looks like from us destroying the track, he got hit for 355. We originally lit the KV4. The 45 TP, we hit him once for 377, finished him off. The ONE hit him once for 69, finished him off. The IKV 90B hit him once for 327, finished him off. KV 85 hit him 2 times for a total of 411, finished him off, and bounced one of his rounds for 250. And the STRV 74, we hit him 1 time for 308 and finished him off. So basically everything we hit except for the KV4 was pretty much a one-shot. We did the most damage at 3,231. We got 6 kills, and base experience was 8,059. So actually a very good game. But again, I also pushed right up. I didn't play in the back, and that's the way you want to play this. It's got the armor, especially when you're top tier. You want to get right in there. Just try and have a teammate around you so that if they do start permatracking you, got a teammate to help you. So hopefully you get your track fixed. Or if you're going to be in around other tanks that are enemy tanks, obviously keep a building near your rear so they can't get behind you. You know, just you got to think of those things with a tank destroyer. And this one is slow. It's not a speed demon by any means. So we had 12 shots, 11 hit, 11 pen, all standard rounds. We didn't even shoot a single premium round. 3,231 damage from a distance of more than 300 meters, 1,430. We got hit 3 times. They all bounced, and we blocked 550 damage with our armor. Spotted 1, damaged 8, destroyed 6. Damage with our assistance was 355, and we made auto repair vehicles. So something damaged us to the point where we had to use 74 credits to fix. So I don't know if I got hit. Like one of the enemies bumped into me or used a HE shell. Not real sure. But we made 90,075 credits. So it makes really good credits. And this is just on a regular 2x weekend. So yeah, this thing is a beast. If you're working on getting it, let me tell you, it is well worth the grind. I went out and just paid for it outright because I don't have the time to do the grind for it. It's a little goofy looking, slow, but it is a beast. It is a flippin' beast. Well worth it. So if you're working towards getting this thing, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. If you get close, then and you can't, finish off getting it by doing the missions, then I would just, outright buy it, whatever you got left to pay for it if you got the funds. Well worth it though. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and it helped you kind of, maybe it'll boost your spirits into, working the grind, because I know it's not an easy grind to get this thing, but maybe it'll give you some incentive to really want it, because it is well worth it. Yeah, so anyways, you guys take it easy, be safe, and I'll see you on the battlefield.